We've been through a lot during the 2020. I, as a father, decided to just do a little trip with the kids, and where they will be explaining the experience for not being in school physically, for using virtual classes only. It was very challenging for many of them. Some parents didn't even know anything about technology, and now they had to deal with it no matter what. And everything appears to be very new to many of us who get used to this type of life. People have to stay home, eat, getting fat. Some of them don't even have a chance to get to the gym just to do a little exercise. They forget when they're home. There are too many things to do. Every day you wake up, there's something else. So it was way too much this year for people to think about even exercising. Some people live under a lot of stress for being home every single day. Just get locked inside of the home and going back to the cave time where people have to be hiding and some blocks where they don't want to be staying. So now it's not something that we want to do, but it's something that the nature or whatever it is, whatever is responsible for that, forcing us to do. For many kids, it was a very challenging year. They had to sit a long time to do classes. They had to eat what they sit at. It was way too much for kids to handle this year. It was way too much for parents to handle. So many people lose their job. They don't go anywhere. They can't wait to wake up and see if the landlord's not at the door waiting for the money, for the rent money. Some of them expecting the government help, and which is not coming around so easy. There was too many things, too many stories to deal with. So I decided at the end of the year to have that little trip. Myself call it last trip. That's how I call it. Don't ask me why. I just have this coming up in my mind, and I choose to call it that way. Last trip. So how's everybody doing? I hope you're alright. And together we're gonna start the last trip on Radio Dulce FM, going live in the street. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to all of you, all the viewers that will be watching or listening to this show. We welcome you, and it's a pleasure to meet you in the street. Yes, right there in the street, close to your home, where we are doing the last trip. Alright, as I told you, ladies and gentlemen, that this show is about a family trip where we are traveling in the street and see how things look like at the end of the year. And I have the two kids with me where they will be talking about different experiences. Some of them are good at technology, and some others are drawing. Since I tell you two kids, I should tell you one of them is good at technology. The other one as making pictures and changing stuff, and they are very good at that. My daughter's drawing very well, and I'm proud when she first made my picture and make me look like a gentleman. Despite that, I'm an ugly dad, she make me look like an handsome man, and I appreciate that. And my son always asking questions about business, which type of business that he can start. He want technology, he want this, he want that. Won't decide to what he's going to do after high school. But still is asking questions. That's a very good to have kids asking questions on their future, because they want to be stable. They want to know if this will go well before they started, or if that will be better before they started. So that's a good thing. Sometimes a little bit annoying, but that's good anyway. I don't mind answering questions. As me as a father, I shall be there to answer questions for my kids, help them out, lead them, and help them with the option. If they want to be something, lead them or be with them, show them what is right and what is wrong, and using my experience and different things to assist them out. Julian, I know you're very good at technology, and I know you want to share something with those listeners today, or those that are watchers that are watching the show. As far as technology, is there anything new that you want to tell people? And how was it being home all day for the entire year, because you cannot go to school, you had to stay virtual? How do you feel? So tell me about your feeling of staying home like that in front of a computer all day long. Tell me about your feeling, and after that you'll be telling me about one specific technology or how to fix one thing, so we can conclude the show.
Well, as I can very much see, staying at home in one place for all day, staying at home, sitting in the same place for the whole entire day, it's quite, it was okay, but at the same time, my back kind of hurts a lot because I need to stay in one place at all times to make sure I'm not late to any classes. So even though I have to stay in one place, I always stand up and do a little stretch before I continue with my next class, because I can't stay in one place for that long. I need to move my own body, my back and stuff, to make sure my back doesn't get cramped.
So you think it's a very difficult thing for a child to stay in one place all day long, watching or in front of a computer to take classes, doing homeworks and all that?
I wouldn't say it's that difficult. I mean, if you have like a type of rhythm to it, I guess it won't be hard for you. But I can't say that because I've done it and I don't see it really being hard for me. But I can't say that for other people that are experiencing the same thing that I'm experiencing. So yeah.
Okay, Gigi, do you want to add something? What is it for you, staying in one place all year round and taking classes, doing homework? How was it for you?
I mean, to be honest, as an introvert, it is very helpful for me to sit in the same position all day long and not having interaction with human beings in real life school. Again, like my brother said, I can't say the same for everybody. I am different, you are different, every kid watching is different.
Okay, so the feeling might be different. Some people might enjoy it, some others might dislike it. They might feel a lot of pain in the back by sitting all day long. What are the difficulties that you have now, Julian, as a computer watcher, as someone who's staying there all day long? What are the difficulties? Is it easy for homework, for school book or virtual book for you to use them?
Well, for doing homework and stuff like that, I would say there's like a bit of a difficulty to it, but not too much so where I fall behind. It's a little bit difficult because I have sometimes having a hard time to actually learn the lesson because it's being projected like on a computer screen instead of a real class. And sometimes when I do work, I lag a bit behind because of being on the computer, but I still catch up and still do the work and still turn it on time.
Okay, G, do you think reading virtual book is better than reading physical book?
For me, yes. It's easier to read a virtual book because you can easily just enhance the size of the words. You can look at the pictures more. You can do all this stuff virtually, and it is very helpful and effective.
Okay, so despite that being in front of a computer is difficult, so there are some good stuff about it. So you can minimize the scripture, the pages, make them at the size that you want them to be. Or you don't have to go page by page, like physically, as we used to do in the past or before that coronavirus thing. So now, Julian, I know you sometimes asking question about technology. You want this, you want to do that, you want this piece, you want this part, you want this, you want that all the time. So as far as technology, would you you advise a child to use this time, this spare time, before school reopen up, to learn more about technology? Because we don't know where life is taking us right now. We don't know if it's gonna be another year, another virtual year, or physically in class. So what would you advise kids to do during that time? Learning more about technology, or get more familiar with the PC, the computer, the personal computer, or what would be your advice to them?
Well, my advice to them would be to actually not really to learn all that much about technology, but to actually make, like, think of to have a hobby, right? Because I don't want people to just solely think about technology. There could be other stuff that they may be interested in, like drawing or creating music and stuff. I suggest people who are interested in those things makes like a hobby out of it. That would be an important skill for them if they want to continue that in the foreseeable future.
Okay.
So all in all, I think people who are interested in technology, it's great for them. But not everybody is interested in technology. My suggestion is to just be interested in what you're good at.
Okay. So you think your sister is good at drawing?
Yes.
So she should choose something like that. But there's no money for so many people that for so many drawers. Let her answer that question.
I beg to differ, sir.
Let her answer that question. Gigi, do you think there's a future in that? The thing that you're doing? I know you have your YouTube channel, you have this and that, you're drawing, you're making your daddy's picture, make him look like young, despite that he's very old. So what does technology do for you and helping you designing or drawing all this thing?
Well, for me, and I know I might be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but there are a lot of possibility jobs for people. If you're being honest, drawing can lead into many professional jobs such as art submissions, getting into a art college, drawing for YouTube, making submissions on YouTube. There are so many options of jobs for people who like art.
Okay.
And that's just to name a few.
Okay. So you would love to stay in that field?
Yes, I would.
Okay. Julian, based on what you do and what you like in your daily life, what can you tell us?
Well, I really like to tinker with like electronics and stuff. Like, I like to disassemble and reassemble some electronic stuff, such as phones, old systems of laptops for games and stuff. I just feel like I'm fascinated with it.
Okay, so this is what you would like to do.
Yes.
Okay, so what's the benefit of that?
The benefit that I really see is that I could make a decent living off of repairing and restoring some of people's electronics that they give me for a set price and then repair it for them.
Okay. So if you have something to conclude today, G, what could that be?
Well, just be you. Be what you want to be and do what you want to do. If you like something, it's not a waste of time. Do what you have to do and do it correctly.
How do you conclude, Joe?
Follow what's best suited for you. If you like what you like, then continue doing it so that you can refine that skill and actually like that skill that you actually have. So continue to refine it and to make that skill even better in your skill set. That is what I have for you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the family trip and drip. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Until the next time, it was a pleasure presenting you this family trip and drip on Radio Dulce FM. Thank you. May God bless you. My name is Felix. It was a pleasure being there with you.